Welcome to Little Stories, where every story has a lesson to be learned. A long time ago, in a busy little town, there lived a curious girl named Sarah. She loved to ask questions, not just, "What's that?" but "Why is that?" "How does it work?" and "How can I help?" Sarah loved learning, and she especially loved learning about people. One sunny morning, Sarah went with her mama to the market. The streets were full of life, children laughing, vendors calling out the names of fruits,
20 quid's worth of lamb chop.
Two tops of great air a pound. Buy one, get one free, two per pound, sir. Two per pound. Buy one, get one.
and the warm scent of bread floating through the air. Sarah saw all kinds of people there. Some were tall, some small. Some had dark hair, some had light. Some walked quickly, others more slowly. She noticed a boy who was using a walking stick to help him move carefully. She saw a girl who didn't speak with her voice but used her hands to talk. Her fingers moved quickly and gracefully in the air. Sarah tugged her mama's hand and asked,
"Why do they do things differently?"
Because everyone is growing in their own way, just like plants in a garden.
Sarah liked that. She thought about it all the way home. As Sarah walked beside her mama, her mind was full of questions again.
If people are like flowers in a garden, what can I do to help them grow? Mama, how can I grow my own garden of kindness?
Start by watching, listening, and trying to understand. Respecting differences is the first step to kindness.
The next week, Sarah returned to the market. This time, she watched more closely. She saw the same girl with the gentle fingers, moving her hands in patterns as she spoke with a woman selling vegetables. Sarah leaned close to her mama and said,
Can I learn to speak like her?
Of course, Sarah. Learning her language is a wonderful way to show respect and connect with her.
So Sarah began to learn sign language. She practiced every day, her fingers stumbling at first, then growing steadier, like little shoots turning into leaves. After a few weeks, she felt ready. The next time she saw the girl at the market, Sarah took a breath, smiled, and signed, "Hello, my name is Sarah." The girl's face lit up with joy. She signed back, "Hello, Sarah, my name is Sophia." From that day on, Sarah and Sophia became fast friends. Sarah learned more signs from Sophia. Sophia learned some spoken words from Sarah. They played games, made silly faces, and laughed until their bellies hurt. Sarah realized that even though Sophia didn't use words, they could still share stories, feelings, and friendship, all in their own special way. Respecting differences, Sarah learned, meant opening your heart to many ways of being. Sarah also noticed the boy with the walking stick, Marco. He always carried 2 baskets of fruit, one in each hand, but sometimes the baskets looked heavy, and Marco had to stop and rest, Sarah thought.
What can I do to help? Can I carry one of your baskets?
Yes, thank you.
As they walked together, Marco told her all about his favorite fruits. Pears that were just soft enough, oranges that smelled like sunshine, and the best spot to find sweet strawberries in summer.
Helping others isn't just about doing something for them. It's about getting to know them too.
That's what respecting differences looks like, Sarah. You're doing it beautifully.
From then on, Sarah made it her quiet mission to notice the little things. She held the door for people who needed help. She listened closely when someone had a different way of speaking. She asked kind questions and gave warm smiles. Before long, other children began to notice. Leo, who had never talked to Sophia before, asked her to join his game. Nina, who had been shy around Marco, offered to carry his basket too. The whole town began to bloom with small acts of care. Sarah's garden of kindness had started with a question, and now It was spreading everywhere. And Sarah? She kept asking questions, she kept learning, and she kept growing, just like a flower in a garden of many colors. Now it's your turn to play the different but same game. You will need 1 spoon, 1 fork, 1 pen, 1 pencil, 1 cup, and 1 bottle. Now try to match the objects by purpose. Why do we use them? Example, the spoon and the fork, they help us to eat. Did you notice that before? That they look different, but still they have the same purpose, and they help us in the same way. Now think about the rest of the objects, and you can use as many objects as you like. After matching the objects by purpose, think about how they are different but still have the same purpose. Just like people, we may do things differently, but we should always respect our differences because that's what makes our world so special, as we all have a place in it.